When people who are healing or receiving a healing from someone, or an energy shift, who do lots of shaking and convulsing and things, it's highly likely to me in my sessions that they're not actually going to receive the healing properly. And I'll explain why. So my name is Nitya Linda and I'm a multidimensional healer, and I'm here to help you get through to the other side as safely as possible. Okay, so this isn't any judgment on any people and any techniques or anything like that, but in my experience, when I have been dealing with clients who are shaking and convulsing, there's resistance. Okay, there is human resistance. So this energy comes down, it comes down from the ethereal, the energies are shifting, they're processing, it's coming into the physical body, and then they start convulsing and they're shaking. So there's fear. That's okay. Everyone is scared of change. Everyone is scared of something that's new or different to them, or things that are coming up to be cleared. Another thing is that they use the body as a measure of change. So the convulsing is the resistance in the physical body. It's the really the movement, the physical movement, the visual movement of change. And when it's come down to the physical body and the touchy-feely stuff, it has nowhere else to go. It doesn't get any more dense than that. So firstly, if there's resistance to the change in the physical body with the movement, there's no deeper into the psyche that or the energy that it can actually go to facilitate change. If it hasn't changed in the ethereal, and if it hasn't changed in their emotions, and if it hasn't changed in their mind, and it hits their physical body, there's nowhere deeper for it to go to facilitate change. There's nothing else for it to pull on. That's the last resort. That's the last saloon. Don't know where I got that saying. That's the last place for it to change. But when it hits that spot and it's not changing, it's resisting, then it's highly likely that they can't actually get through to the other side. They've reached pain. They're reaching high levels of discomfort. The fear is overtaking them, and there's nothing else that can be done. Okay, unless they're really ready to meet that energy in the other body. So if they maybe move into like emotional work or mental work, rather than using the physical body as a measure of change. And what I find with my clients, and this is decades of work, I've been doing this for a long time, and what I've found is the people who have, either with me or with other practitioners, who have the most physical movement during change, they either don't finish the course, they don't make it through their healing very well, or they find something, that another healing modality that makes them feel calm and gives it like a plaster, like a band-aid over the ailment, rather than really pulling that ailment, that issue, completely out of their energy field. It gives them this technique that just goes, okay, that's all we can do with it. And that's fine, that's okay. My reason for making this video today is to let you know my views that the shaking and the convulsing is not a measure of effectiveness in clearing something out of the energy fields once and for all. So when people are laying their hands on you, or when you're getting techniques coming through you, one of them is fear. The first one could be the fear. It's such a traumatic experience that the client is exceptionally scared, and they've never been kept in a safe container to meet these energies. So I've had, not many, and I've actually been witness to people who've had these experiences with other practitioners, and they've gone back to soothing practices that make them feel safe without actually getting to the root of it. And that's okay. I'm a bit of a get to the root of it and make sure that it's gone and it doesn't come back type of healer, and I respect and honour the journey of the client, and if that's what they need to do, then that's fine. That's as far as they need to go right now, and then they may come along another day, or they might find someone else, but as long as they feel safe and comfortable, that's the most important thing. But the point of this story is that it's not a sign of healing. The convulsing and the shaking and the fear, high levels of resistance, like two magnets that are the same. They're not actually coming together, they're resisting each other, and they're not bonding, they're actually pushing each other away. Okay, they're not meeting. And that's the first one, is fear. It could be through the experiences of this life, it could be the expectations of change, it could be past life stuff, it could be lots of different things. But the change is too much. And they may come back to that point, and what they need to do is they need to learn to face that fear and get through it. They really do need to realise that I believe that people get to a point, if they're in your room, they're ready. You know, they're pretty much ready. And if they're not ready in another body, in their mind or their emotions, then that's fine as well. Okay, so that's fear. They hit their resistance at the densest energy field. They can't go any further, and they have to face it now. They've hit the wall. They either have to drill a hole through it, or they have to climb over the wall. And a lot of time what people do is they just back off, and that's perfect. Another one is the ego. So, especially in large spiritual circles, everyone is convulsing and moving to show that they're healing, that they're connected, whether it's connected to the group or connected to their energy or connected to the person that's doing the healings. They're giving a visible marker, a physical marker that they're having an experience, and they're the same as everyone else. And then it just kind of ripples and ricochets around the room. And I find that those experiences don't fully embody full change. Again, because the participants are locked into the physical experience. Their mind has gone into the body. Their emotions have gone into the body. Their awareness is in the room. Their awareness has actually gone into the comparisons in the room and the experiences of other people in the room as well. And so even though these people may heal and they may feel the healing, it's light. It's, I wouldn't quite say superficial, that's not the right word. It's when they hit something really hard and heavy, it's not strong enough. The change isn't strong enough. It hasn't got strong links. It's like this rather than like this. That's much stronger. Because the energy didn't get the chance to go fully in, because the client awareness was in different places. It wasn't fully integrating through all the energy fields. It was very in the physical energy field, and the movement was in that energy field, and the intentions were in that energy field. So they're the two experiences that I've had with the convulsing and the shaking and jolting, because predominantly I would say 99 out of 100, even 999 out of 1,000 clients, they don't convulse and they don't shake, and they pass through quite easily. They do face fear, they cry, they scream, and it's not a judgment on anyone who does shake, but I'm just letting you know from my perspective that I don't see the physical wiggles as true embodiment, true healing, and the ability for my clients to leave knowing that they've really shifted that fully. And it's in the body. It's not in the energy field. It's in the material world. It hasn't gone through all the other energy fields because it's been anchored into the physical experience, the visible experience. And I get people to change in all the other auric fields. Their intuition is stronger. Their clarity on who they are is stronger. Their heart is more open, and their chakras are more balanced. And this doesn't come through the shaking. This comes from much stiller awareness, and asking the right questions. So I know it's on the rise. I know it's well advertised. It's on a lot of videos and things, and there's no one in particular that I'm pointing this at, not at all. I've had my clients, I've been in rooms where they've had clients like that. But be aware that it's not the only measure that you're making progress, and that's why I say this. There's lots of other ways for you to check that you're making progress. I hope that helps, and all the best. Bye bye.